Hello and Assalamu alaikum. I'm Marwa. Welcome to Narramus. Pakistan's destiny lies to her west. Central Asian republics in the north will soon appear as a new pivot region, linking China and Russia. Likewise, our road link with Turkey can enable us to connect with the Middle East and onwards reach Europe. However, these ambitious connections get stalled due to prevailing instability in Afghanistan. In this episode, we question: can Pakistan outreach Central Asian republics, Europe, and Russia, bypassing Afghanistan? It looks difficult, but she can, and in fact she has, making peace in Afghanistan not a mandatory condition for it. The Taliban, who as mercenaries were introduced in Afghanistan to have secured trade routes and an energy supply chain, now not only own Afghanistan without bringing peace, but hamper any prospects of trade or energy pipelines. Pakistan has found ways and has shown intent to flourish her trade westward, irrespective of Afghanistan. Our trade with Central Asian republics has increased from $100 million to $487 million in the last 3 years, especially during the last 1 year. The NLC is at the forefront of this effort, putting our transportation house in order and adopting smart, innovative, and proactive strategies to re-establish overland links abroad, reviving old spice routes of the Indus civilization. Pakistan is using alternate routes for trade with Central Asian republics, Turkey, and Russia, bypassing Afghanistan. Our trade volume with Kazakhstan and other states is expected to jump many-fold by the end of 2025. With Turkey, it is all set to cross $500 million in the next 2 years. Similarly, our bilateral trade with Russia is around $1 billion. So we have reasonable incentives to seek quick trade routes to our west. The spice routes emanating from Pakistan have 2 jump-off stations: Khunjarab in the north and Taftan in the south, comprising 4 arteries, 2 each through China and Iran, limiting transit time to 5 to 10 days depending upon the destination. Let's have a look at the routes. The first is through China. We call it Spice Route 1. It starts from Khunjarab, hits Kashgar in China, which is a major trade hub, then passes through Irkishtam and then moves onward to Kordai in Kyrgyzstan, terminating at Almaty, Kazakhstan. It is 1,850 kilometers long and would normally take 3 to 4 days. The route, at the moment though, gets affected by seasonal conditions and is only fully operational from March to September. The second spice route is again from Khunjarab to Tashkent in Uzbekistan. Its length is 1,350 kilometers, which would entail 3 to 4 days of travel. Due to no direct road to Dushanbe, Tajikistan, any logistic route has to first go to Kashgar and then to Irkishtam in Kyrgyzstan. The journey then continues through Osh and finally crosses into Uzbekistan via Kokand, reaching Tashkent. Then there are the 2 routes through Iran. Pakistan's third spice route starts from Taftan, hits Saraks before entering Turkmenistan. It then touches Tashkent, turns west, and passes through Kazakhstan, entering Russia to reach Aktobi. From here, it moves onwards to Moscow. It is approximately 6,000 kilometers and would be a 10 to 12 days journey. It's important to note here that the Pakistan Railway has already started a freight train from Pakistan to Russia. It takes around 28 days, essentially due to transshipment in Iran and Turkmenistan because of different sizes of track gauge. The last of the 4 spice routes is from Taftan to Baku or Ankara. The total distance to Baku is 2,750 kilometers, making it a 5 to 6 day journey. Whereas to Ankara, the total road distance is 4,000 kilometers, which would entail around 7 to 8 days of travel. It's important to mention here that a seaborne container takes 30 to 40 days from Karachi to Istanbul. To undertake these logistic journeys, the NLC follows the Transport International Routier system, which is a globally recognized customs transit system that facilitates the movement of goods across international borders by road to successfully transport export goods to cars and other countries, traveling over 5,000 kilometers plus. So far, the NLC has conducted 240 plus operations carrying pharmaceutical, textile, leather, surgical goods, machinery, and chemicals. Reportedly, it has employed civilian contractors and drivers who were paid handsome amounts in US dollars, adding revenue to the national exchequer. Pakistan's effort to find alternate routes is likely to nudge the interim Afghan government to bring peace in Afghanistan and facilitate transportation through her on terms mutually beneficial for all. What are your thoughts on Pakistan's westward outreach bypassing Afghanistan? Let us know in the comments below and be sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.